Hi everybody, I'm Arthur. And I'm Buster. Welcome back to my podcast. If you are just joining, welcome. Yes, today we will be talking about my third DVD, Arthur's Money Matters. This DVD includes Arthur Bounces Back, DW Tricks the Tooth Fairy, and more. First, let's talk about Arthur Bounces Back, which is episode 8B. This episode starts out with me bouncing in my moon boots. I ask the viewers if they see things they just have to have, and they beg their parents to get it for you. And once they have it, it's not such a big thing anymore. For example, hockey gloves, a telescope, and bionic bunny walkie-talkies. These things usually end up buried in a closet, under a bed, or on Dad's tool shelf in the basement. While I was explaining that I had to have the moon boots, Mrs. Tibble interrupted my speech, wondering if I was working or just lollygagging. So I went back to work. After the title card was read, Mom took me and DW to go clothes shopping because it was fall and we both needed new coats. I'm sure you didn't want to do that, huh? No siree. Anyway, the scene transitions to DW trying on a red coat and describing how it looks on her. I was wondering if she was going to do that for every coat she tries on. Then Mom found a green coat for me to try on. You just wanted to take it, didn't you? Yeah, I mean, trying on clothes is boring in my opinion. Sorry, Muffy. Anyway, I tried on the coat and DW thought I looked like a tree. Well, if you stood still... Anyway, after I took off the green coat, I asked my mom if I could go to the toy store. She said all right. DW still wanted to try on coats. The toy store was so cool. I tried lots of different toys. And speaking of Muffy, I saw her there. Her dad sure had a lot to carry, don't you think? He sure did. Anyway, after saying goodbye to Muffy, a special toy caught my eye. Moon boots. In my imagination sequence, I was enjoying those moon boots by jumping to the moon. Now tell me, Arthur, was the moon made of cheese? Only in my imagination. Oh. Anyway, back to reality. I told my parents about the moon boots that were only $10. Wow, that's pretty cheap. I know, right? Anyway, I tried to tell my whole family that moon boots would be good enough for them, but they told me I had to buy them with my own money. That way I would appreciate them more. Like the way you appreciate DW? I mean... Anyway, the scene transitions to me trying to find some money. No luck. Well, I wouldn't say that. I mean, you did find a lollipop. I guess. Anyway, while I was licking the dirty lollipop, I looked at a picture of Grandma Thora. That gave me an idea. If I asked her for money, I would get the moon boots for sure. The thing was, she wasn't supposed to because my parents told her not to and she wanted to respect their wishes. Back at my house, while DW and Mom were playing checkers, I was trying to do the math about how long it would take me to save money for moon boots. If that ever happened, I would be 109 years old. In other words, forever. Pretty much, yeah. Anyway, Mom told me there are tons of ways to earn money. I tried to set up a lemonade stand, a kissing booth, and a fortune-telling booth. I bet if Prunella were to buy something, she would definitely do a fortune-telling booth. You could be right, Buster. You could be right. Anyway, none of my ideas work. Yeah, a dog stole the bag of lemons, the girls were not fond of a kissing booth, and it started to rain on Arthur's fortune-telling booth. Yeah. Anyway, as I walked inside sad, Mom tried to comfort me with a hug. Hugs sometimes work. Not this time. Anyway, the scene transitions to me jumping on the bed. DW came into my room telling me that she still had some of her birthday money left, and she could lend some to me. Of course, I'd have to be her servant, do all her chores, and call her Your Highness for a whole year. It was a limited time offer, Arthur. Well, still. Anyway, the scene transitions to me watching a Moon Boots commercial. The mom came in and said that the garage was quite cluttered and the floor was in need of a good sweeping. She would give me $2 if I do that chore. Yet, it wasn't one of your regular chores. That's right. Anyway, as I was cleaning out the garage, Mrs. Tibble entered the scene and thought I was having a garage sale. I tried to tell her nothing was for sale, but she noticed the necklace and said she would pay $5 for it. No, $10 and not a penny more. I thought, sold! So I gave her the necklace and she gave me the money. Then I went to the toy store and bought the moon boots. They were so cool. Then Mom called my name. I hid the moon boots before she even came into my room. Then she gave me the $2 and I felt guilty. Then Dad entered the scene saying that he hoped that I put everything back in the garage because he hid Mom's necklace present. That's when I felt even more guilty. You don't think there was a possibility that your mom would forget about the necklace, do you? Nope, but it was worth a try. So I told Dad about the necklace and that I was going to go get it. The scene then transitions to me telling Mrs. Tibble the truth. She said that he was a very honest young man. Yeah. Anyway, she would give me the necklace back after she raked the leaves before the wind starts again. I helped her. Then I had an idea. So the scene transitions to me putting on the moon boots. Buster entered the scene and saw me in the moon boots and asked if he could try them. I told him I needed them so I could do chores for Mrs. Tibble. If I raked all the leaves, she would give me back the necklace. And boy, you literally got all those leaves. Well, I did promise her I would, and that's how the episode ends.